Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I thought I'd use some of these peaceful, beautiful animal cards that I love so much, and I particularly love each and every one of these animals as well. I am obsessed with owls, sea turtles, and ladybugs, and I remember being in the nature center, and it must have just been like, I don't know if it was mating season or all the babies were born, but there were dozens and dozens and dozens of ladybugs everywhere. And I felt the presence of that kind of magic and that wonder and all of that really peaceful, healing energy coming. And anything that has to do with these animals also fosters calm, beautiful energy in my spirit, which I love. So let's talk about this. Personality, change, and happiness. You are being guided to move in a new direction. Your new life begins today. Embrace this new transformation and navigate your way towards your heart's desires. Believe in yourself, others, and the divine, and you will manifest amazing things. Again, to me, you guys, this definitely reminds me of that old adage is, we are as happy as we perceive ourselves to be. So it's our perception of our life. I just watched a bunch of weird things that came up on a news feed on YouTube. And usually, I was working on my computer, sitting down, and all these news feeds came up. I'm like Kevin Federline talking about, the conservatorship with Brittany and all of these things that I hadn't seen, and Matthew Perry and all of these people and all these admonitions of their life, and the cacophony of craziness that comes in it. And I thought, you know what, that's remarkable, because a lot of these people that were on the news at any given time were multi-millionaires. They had, the world at their feet, and we never really saw beneath the surface. And this was talking about their immense hardships and the craziness and the confusion and all of that, and sometimes things being very dire in life and death as well. And that's the thing about our perception sometimes of people that have wealth or stardom or all that, like, oh, it's easy going. Same problems, just sometimes on a bigger scale. And also, if they are the type that have addictions or other things, they have easier access to it, so it gets even worse. So that made me think that it is the simple pleasures. It's the things that make us happy. A great cup of coffee, a super conversation, believing in yourself and the magic that you bring. Everyday things, like today, I made a different kind of blueprint for my day. Usually I stay in town after I drop Hagen off at university and just do sort of like fun things and go in shops and look at beads and do things like that. But I was like, I want to go home and try something new and create a different schedule where I get more like fun work done, and I organize my house and things like that. And I feel like too, how do you perceive your personality? Do you think you're warm and open and accepting and non-judgmental? And if there's certain things you want to change, are you making those shifts to make those changes, right? Abundance mindset, that's another thing. And that's a great thing to factor in this new moon. This really warrants a beautiful time of initiation of changes we want to make, which brings us to sea turtle. So you're being guided to clean out your emotional closet. Confront your fears and expand your sense of self. Your mind, body, and soul are intricately intertwined. It's not how you start or how fast you go, but rather how you follow through and execute your plans that will bring you your heart's desire. And sometimes, right, it is a little better to go in that slow flow state, and, kind of things are accumulative instead of I have to do this now and everything has to be done. Or it's amazing, really, how mind, body, and soul are all so intertwined, because I always feel like it starts with our mind. What and who do we think we are, and what do we think we're capable of, and how do we think we feel? Do we think we're healthy? Do we think we're strong? Do we think we're smart? Do we think we're soulful, caring people? And really addressing those issues. So I'm going to have a quick sip of coffee. I just had a moment, and I'm sure everybody on the planet has experienced this, where you almost just choke on your own air. You get a little too excited. I'm like, I think I'm about to choke on my own air. But also, I feel like when I have those physical things, there's a reason for that. There is also an emotional connection to that. Do you feel like there are some things that you need to say to others? This is a great time for vibrant, clear, amazing honesty with yourself and other people. And I feel by saying certain things, you're going to feel this immense pressure just be released too, right? And then you'll have that sea turtle aspect of just floating and drifting and knowing that the universe is going to bring you what you want, not only because you're honest with yourself and others, but you're being honest with the universe and your wishes. Sometimes it's just clarity. Do I really want that? Things we wanted yesterday, we certainly do not want today, or we might even want them more. You know what I mean? Our want factor and our desires can be very tricky. My number one thing, honestly, has always just been for the last few years is contentment and creativity. Because once I have those, everything else stems from that. I'm able to give love and support. I'm able to look after myself. I'm able to not push and pressurize myself, all of that. So again, I feel this lovely wisdom is going to come in and help you. This furtive, amazing wisdom that's going to say, you know what, that might be a bit excessive, or why are you pushing yourself so hard? You deserve a break, and also, what are you keeping around that isn't, is not helping anymore? I have to do that daily, like, that pattern kind of blows. I don't need to have those snacks. I don't need to do that. One of the reasons I came back home instead of staying in town is I end up, the university is right across from Target. I go in the little snack and yum yum section. I start accumulating all this junk because they have the best snacks on earth, and it's almost Halloween that it's like by just not going there, I'm no longer grappling with those issues of wanting like junk food and things that aren't good for me. So, also avoiding people, places, and things that aren't good for you, which brings us to our calm, observant, and wise. So you're being guided to find the serenity in stillness. And sometimes it's just so hard for us to sit still. I can do this in nature, but in my home, I almost feel like I feel a little kooky if I just sit there and do zero. We're also just so, uploaded to get up and do things and be efficient in our house. So nature, I can do this. Staring at the ocean, I can do this. I love being in nature. Hear your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings, the answers to any questions inside you. You are the magic key that unlocks the doors of unconditional love, balance, and abundance in your life. Definitely nature does this. I feel like just by taking beautiful fall walks, lots of solutions present themselves. It's an easier way to have those doors and windows open to our innate wisdom and our intuition that guides us to the right answers without forcing or trying to do too much. Again, I really hope people opt for a more leisurely pace this pre-holiday, because I see people in the stores like pre-Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there is an altered state that definitely takes place. People are so amped and revved. So I made a little promise with myself that any supplies that I might need to get for myself physically, I'm pre-Black Friday, 0 stores for me. Just not going to do it anymore. Not going to go in a damn store all of December. I've already seen all the Christmas ornaments. I think they were out in July, and I think they're going to be here for the rest of my life. But you know what I mean? They like literally Home Goods and those, they gave, here's 5 minutes for Halloween, and now all our Christmas stuff is. And that's the thing. I can feel the energy. So I'm removing myself for that. And I'm actually going to just have everything done by the end of November, done, dusted, and sent out. Polished and precise, no more prevaricating and getting caught up in that whirlwind. And also, if you're sensitive to that energy, my goodness, being around a mall or frantic people making last moment purchases, it's not a fun. It doesn't equip us with that, right? Unless we just want to watch a horror show in the making, then we can go for it. But no, seriously, I just feel like all of these: personality change, happiness, survival, ancient wisdom, endurance, calm, observant, wise energy will help you bring in the balance and the love that you need for yourself and others, and also help you manifest whatever it is you're looking for. When we are really in that receptive state that says, yes, universe, I've identified what I would like, and I'm ready, set, go. And I will be a willing participant in manifesting by just waiting patiently and doing other things of creative endeavors and whatnot. This is just you saving your time and feeling all the richness. I'm blown away by the trees. We just had a little shock of cold a couple days ago, so things are golden red and tremendously beautiful. That's like entertainment to me. That's amazing to me. That's my Netflix and chill, just having some coffee and checking out those trees, because it's all too brief as well, right? And then all of a sudden, all the trees are just totally nudie-kadooty, and then winter is upon us. So really savoring this fall beautifully. So So, my gorgeous ones, that is what you are meant to hear today. I hope you have a great day. And also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And thanks again, you guys, for your private read orders and also your wonderful comments. You guys are the absolute best. Love and light.